Today, let's go over what we did last week. Last week, we learned about a picture called a landscape, and you were supposed to color some fall-looking trees and cut them out and glue them onto your landscape, which was your background with the sky and the ground. So that is what you did last time. Landscape. Landscape is a picture of the outside or a place. If you think about what is a noun, person, place, or thing, landscape is the place part. And we're going to learn about the thing part today. I am learning about still life and collage today. So still life is things that are still from someone's life. The still life is a picture of somebody's things from their life, and sometimes they might be on a table or in a bowl or in a vase like is in flowers. They don't move and they don't have a heartbeat. So we're going to make an apple basket collage today. So you guys are going to get to cut out some apples. You're going to have to cut out a bowl, and in the background you're going to have to draw. So I'm going to show you all of those things when I demonstrate this project. So you're going to need glue and scissors. You're going to need some colors that are the colors of apples. So red, yellow, and green. And you're going to need some colorful background. If you just want to use a white piece of paper for the background, you could color the back behind the apples, the wall, and the table. You can color them 2 different colors, okay? And welcome back. Make sure you have all your art materials when you come back to watch this video. We are going to be using I'm using some blue construction paper. And you can use white or blue, or whatever color you have is fine. We are going to create our background first. So what you're going to do is you're going to draw a line that goes all the way across your paper. You want a little bit of the paper to be the table, and the rest of it's going to be your background or the wall. So what I did here was I drew some lines that go across, and then I drew some lines that go down, and I started coloring in some of the squares so that it looked like checkerboard. So you could do any kind of design you want. It could be stripes, it could be polka dots, it could be any kind of design or pattern you'd like on your table. So when you're coloring, make sure you're going back in different directions to get all those white spaces out of your coloring and doing neat work. When you're finished coloring your whole background, then you're going to need some paper for apples and paper for a bowl. So what we did at school was Miss Yazel printed out apples onto a sheet like this. But if you do not have that printed out, or if you printed it out in white, you could go back and color the apples in and cut them out. Or if you aren't able to print it out, but you have colored paper, then you could draw them onto a piece of paper and cut them out. Whatever works for you and your family is fine, because we're trying to be creative, and that is one way to be creative, is by thinking about materials that you may not have the same thing I have, but you can still create the same kind of picture, right? So the same kind of picture can be made in lots of different ways. So then Miss Hazel cut this out for the boys and girls, but I'm going to show you how to do it since I'm not there to do that for you. We are going to fold this paper in half, and then on the folded edge, starting at the folded edge, I draw a straight line over and then a curved line down, and that is half of a bowl. So when I cut it out, I will have a bowl that is the same on both sides, like that. And you can make this a bowl or a basket. That's why we made it brown, because some people wanted to create this basket look like a basket of apples. So that is where your brown paper. That's why we chose that. So if you want to use white and decorate your bowl, or you want to use another color for your bowl, that's fine too. So how did we create that bowl look? We drew lines going down and lines going across. Lines going down, lines going across. Lines going down. If you choose 3, then do 3 the whole way across. So, oops, I did 5, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we reverse it. So if it's going curved across, then I know this one goes down. Okay, so that's a basket weave pattern that you could do to create your basket or bowl. And if you're going to be drawing your apples, you could draw the top part that looks kind of like a heart, doesn't it? I'm going to do 2 on this piece of paper, but you're going to be cutting those out if you did not already print them out. And you can cut some out of construction paper. Then when you get ready to glue them so that they are behind the bowl, so they look like they're inside of it, okay? Not on top of the bowl, because we don't want that part to show because we didn't finish it. The shape is like half of a shape, so if you print them out, then you will be cutting out the whole apple, okay? The whole apple, but we did green and red and yellow apples. So everybody got some green, like a light green, and a red and a yellow. And if you'd like to have one apple and then trace it and make it over and over again, that would be awesome too. Whatever you have to create your apples is good. And then glue them in, and you have your still life collage. Happy creating, first grade.